Alright, today is September 22nd, 2023. According to the US calendar, today is the official last day of summer, like the season of summer. Tomorrow is the first day of fall equinox. So, I came in my Secret Service business attire to deliver some unpopular opinions from my mind to the universe. We'll be discussing opinions mostly in music, but I'll also be discussing some movies and TV shows and some random unpopular opinions. I obviously heard about Olivia Rodrigo like most of everybody, and well, some people knew her from High School Musical to Musical the series and Bizarre Vark. I had no idea who she was until Driver's License, and I kept hearing the song, and I finally went on SoundCloud and I listened to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually get the hype. So I listened to Sour back in 2021. I really liked it. This was kind of my re-emergence back into listening to pop music. She made me a believer again because I had lost some hope in pop music, to be honest. I love how young she is. I love how talented she is. I love how passionate she is. And I am a fan of Olivia Rodrigo. If she goes on tour for Guts, I probably will go. I probably will go. But I do think Sour is... I personally like Sour more than Guts. And it's crazy because all of the reactions I'm seeing is everybody is SHITTINGing all over Sour. Like, they're like, this is way better than Sour. I'm so glad she's improved. Sour is a piece of garbage. It's like, y'all can't compliment Guts without bringing up how awful Sour is. And I'm just like, did we listen to the same album? Like, Sour is not awful, and I'm tired of that being the sentiment now that Guts is out. Sour is very pop focused album, more so than Guts. Guts kind of punches you in the face with the pop rock and the rock, with All American Bitch being the first song. Bad Idea, right, excuse me. Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, Get 'Em Back, she's like, hey, I'm finna show y'all I'm a punk chick. I just don't love pop rock, and that's why this is unpopular opinions, because it's more of a preferential. I like Sour more because it's more pop and lovey and about romance and teenage love and heartbreak and stuff, and I'm a hopeless romantic. And Guts is more coming of age, learning how to navigate going from teenhood to young adulthood and the emotional baggage that comes with that. And I can appreciate that story. I really, really do appreciate the story, but in my opinion, it's more cohesion in Sour's storytelling of love and heartbreak than there is cohesion of her storytelling of coming of age, if that makes any sense. In my opinion, that is my opinion.
What's good for me? That's my opinion!
I'm flowing better through Sour. I'm not flowing well through Gut. I can't appreciate that Olivia has improved in these past 2 years. Not only her lyricism, but obviously her vocals. Her cadence has improved. It's emitting through her aura, even in the All American Bitch rehearsal. I could appreciate. I love the switch up of the song. I'm just not a big fan of rock. They're both amazing bodies of work, and Olivia Rodrigo should be very proud of herself. My favorite songs from Guts are anything that's not a rock song. I'm just joking, kind of. I love Vampire. What a great single choice. Really, really, really love that song. Lacey is amazing. Making the Bed is cute. The Grudge is really cute. And Teenage Dream is, if I had to choose 3 favorite songs, it's top 3. It's top 3. I love that song. Wait, when will I stop being wise for my age and just start being wise? I needed more of that throughout the whole album. Not even just the topic of coming of age, but just the way she conveyed it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm done talking about how Sour is better than Guts, because Sour is better than Guts. Next, I know a lot of people are turned off by Doja Cat at the moment because of her new Scarlet. What is her album called? Scarlet, right? Scarlet or Spider? Anyway, her new era coming into this album. I think did her album come out today? Hold up. Doja Cat might have just dropped an album I didn't even know. Oh, I'm stupid. It came out today. Gun, Love Life, Often, Shut Yo, Wet Vagina. Wet Vagina, okay. Okay, yeah, it's called Scarlet. I was right. I did all of that just to... I know people are turned off by her new Scarlet era and claiming that she sold her soul, which I don't even think is a real thing. Claiming that she's a devil worshiper or whatever. But Paint the Town Red, me finally getting to the opinion. Paint the Town Red, I love that song. I said what I said. I think it's a really strong single choice. Demons, love the beat. But my unpopular opinion is Paint the Town Red is a really cute song. People said she didn't use the Dionne Warwick sample correctly. I'm like, so y'all the sample police now? How? Whatever. I will probably be listening to this album because I think Doja Cat is very talented. I don't love the way she's treated her fans and stuff. I want to further elaborate because during the video it just seemed like I was all up Doja Cat's ASS, And that's not the case. She's speaking to fans and stuff on Twitter and denouncing her old albums and her association with alleged predator. I don't condone or support any of that. And I don't think I made that clear, so I'm making it clear now. I was simply commentating on how in this new era, Doja is completely embracing demonic imagery to set herself apart from the commercialization of Hot Pink and Planet Her Doja. I'm really interested to see how the public responds to this album, because I really do think it's like 50-50. 50% of people are like, oh, I'm done with Doja and her antics and I don't like all this demonic stuff. And then other people are like, bitch, I said what I said. Like, I feel like it's just split, and I'm really interested to see how everything's going to play out. I also thought Doja's VMA performance was really cute. I have to give it to her. Okay, I'm done. But Paint the Town Red is that girl. The video is that girl. Like, sorry. Am I a devil worshiper now for thinking that? The next unpopular music opinion is Drake is a bitch, and I'm not really sure why people are realizing that now and not because of, well, I was going to say past antics, but just kind of look at his entire career. He puts on this front. First off, Drake is kind of too old to be acting the way he does. No, initially I want to say I'm not even that big of a Drake fan. I feel like most people my age know at least 5 Drake songs, you know what I mean? I probably know about 5 or 6 Drake songs, like maybe 3 or 4 of them I genuinely like and would go back to listen to. But in no means am I like a Drake fan. I'm not like waiting for his releases. I'm not tuning into like the 4 albums that he's dropped in the past 2 years. Let me stop being shady. I'm just not that big of a fan of Drake, but I do recognize him as a cultural figure, and I did say in past unpopular opinions that I do think he is at legend status just because of his reach and how like big he is, and like how when Drake drops something, you know he's about to drop something. You might not listen to it. He's a hit maker, you know what I mean? I acknowledge that. I acknowledge all of that, but he is a bitch. Megan Thee Stallion and what did he say? She lying about getting shot or something. It's like a teenage girl is inside of his pushing 40-year-old body. The Millie Bobby Brown stuff that people love to just like not talk about is also like concerning. I didn't even know about it until like this year, and this happened like maybe back when she was still a minor. Like, yeah, he gets a lot of pass because of his longevity in hip hop. I'm not gonna get into like pretty privilege, but I think that's got something to do with it, because pretty privilege does affect men too. I think he has too many albums. When you're a legend status like that, it's almost like what Jay-Z does. Like, it's just kind of like you have to step back, especially as you get older and people revere you. I get that you still love continue making music, but it's just like it's a timeline to everything, and I just think he puts out too much music too frequently. I hate to say that though, because it's like I don't want to suppress an artist, but you're not letting your audience crave you. And this is the same things I was saying about Drag Race. Like, you're not letting the audience miss you, because if you're not in the blogs saying shit about Megan Thee Stallion, you're dropping an album. It's like we're always hearing about you, and that takes away from the mystery and the desire that your audience like wants from you as an artist and as a brand. Not me getting my marketing bag. I cannot believe I forgot to talk about this, but this is typical Drake behavior. I am absolutely not surprised. To ask this woman to use her photo, her tell you no, and then go and use it anyway is despicable and disgusting. He knows the title of the song and reference to the photo is salacious, and him completely disregarding Halle to have a tongue-in-cheek moment displays perfectly the type of attitude he has towards her, what he thinks of her, and the type of bitch man he is. All of this actually correlates to a larger conversation about how a lot of black men feel entitled and assume ownership over the image and likeness of beautiful black women like hallebailey, who they've always idolized and praised exclusively for their beauty and their beauty only, and think that's the only reason they have a platform. But this is a different conversation for a different day. Yeah, I think him shading women is really disgusting, sassy teenage girl behavior, and I have no respect for him as a person. I don't know him personally, but from his public actions that he displays, I don't fuck with him. I think he's weird. No! Drake is kind of weird. Drake is weird. We're getting into random. Cold toilet seats, superior. Never understood. Fancy toilets have a function where it's a seat warmer. Why do you want your bottom to be warm? You already have warm substances coming out of your body when you're sitting down. Why do you want your bottom to be warm? Same thing with the toilet seat covers that are squishy. Like, that's a cushion. Ew! Cringing thinking about it. Like, why do you want that? Hard, cold toilet seats are superior because it's the complete opposite of what's physically coming out of your body. The audio clip for this particular section of the video was really bad, but here it is on the screen. This is the next opinion. I hate when people do this. It's so annoying. I don't understand how you could collectively, this is again a common sense thing, how you could collectively talk about one giant project and you only listened to one song. You only watched one episode. You only read one chapter. Shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? Or if you're that type of person that does that, you're lazy. Watch the whole thing, listen to the whole thing, form a whole opinion, and maybe I'll listen to you. But if you've not even listened to the whole project, like, that makes no sense to me. It could be like with food. Like, you're saying, oh my gosh, Honey Nut Cheerios are disgusting. You only had one bite. Shut up. Dude wipes are pointless and promote toxic masculinity. If you use dude wipes, don't talk to me. Like, please stay as far away from me as you can. I think everybody should be, like, using water when wiping themselves. I don't know if that's, like, a crazy thing to say. Like, I don't think you should just be wiping yourselves dry. That's, like, the normal thing to do in America. That's wet, that has water, that you can actually, like, wipe whatever you're wiping up with it and not just rubbing it in and making it dry and still have stench down there. When you're, like, being potty trained, that's what you're taught to do. I don't know why. We really need to change that. But like, just buy regular flushable wipes or compostable. Maybe that's for the environmentally friendly girls. Dude wipes are a scam. They're basically saying, oh, those flushable wipes that are for any and everybody, that are regular generic brand, that are way cheaper, yeah, those are for women. Let's get some wipes and put dude in front of it, and this is for men. If you use these wipes, you're a real man. Like, am I stupid? Is there something I'm not seeing? Is there something I'm not getting? Like, what is the appeal to these wipes? Is it the packaging? Does it match your bathroom? Is the aesthetic? Like, is it the fact that it says dude on it? Is it, I think they said some of the wipes are bigger and that they could be used on your face. I'm still not seeing, like, the appeal for it to be so differentiated from other wipes. Is it these people just trying to get money? Like, maybe I'm thinking too deep into this. Now let's proceed to my rant about gender in regards to these wipes. It's weird. It's promoting how things should always constantly be gendered, which as a society I feel like we're trying to get away from. Why are these labeled dude wipes? They're basically saying, like, men already probably don't take care hygienically down there as good as women do. So let's market to them and tell them, hey, you should definitely wipe your ass, but do it with these wipes because these are manly wipes. Those other wipes, for women and children. You're not a woman or a child. They're inferior to us. These are dude wipes. You're going to pay $8 for these. You don't need those $2 ones that anybody can use. These are for men. I hate that. And it pisses me off. It promotes, like, masculinity being something that's so much bigger and better than everybody else, and that you need a whole separate category just for them. It's weird. It's weird, but it's all for money, wealth retention, and scamming people into thinking that their masculinity is hindered because they're using regular wipes. If you're smart, you wouldn't buy dude wipes. I'm so serious. Like, am I missing something that they have that regular wipes don't have? Besides having dude on the front of it and being black and dark and masculine packaging or whatever. Get the freak out of here. Those are all my unpopular opinions. I have more to be continued.